You guys shut down the run game after that first series. How did you do that?
At halftime, we know as a defense we needed to come out strong, and that was one of the things that we needed to do to win this game, stop the run. So I feel like in the second half we came out and did that.
Talk about the Crockett touchdown to Wentz. Did that even energize the guys defensively even more? How do you feel that it affected the game at that point?
Yeah, that did give us defense energy. It also gave the offense energy, want to keep going down there and put some more points on the board. So, yeah, that was huge. That was really huge.
The Valley, welcome to the Valley, is that kind of the theme today? Physical football. Was it different out there today than the non-conference?
Yeah, it was a 4-quarter game. I mean, other than Montana, I think that was we had to be in it for all 4 quarters, and we were down for the first time in a while. So, yeah, a lot of the guys, we talked about it all week. It's the first Valley game, so we got to come out strong. And we started out slow, but we did finish strong.
Jordan, Coach mentioned about the seniors, about knowing how to win. What is that on the sideline when you guys had? Is it a quiet confidence in the fourth quarter with you guys?
It's I give the seniors credit with their leadership. Like guys like Heagle. Heagle and does keep me going. I can speak for myself. They keep me going. So, we've been in situations like this before, and I've seen it over the past 3-4 years. So I think I have an idea of how to win, and I think the other guys on the team know how to win also.
Are there ever an inkling of doubt, or is this the kind of stuff that keeps you hungry, that reminds you have to be on your toes and that sort of stuff?
I think it's not good to be down, but I think it's fun, because we gotta. It makes it more interesting, but.
Do you guys use that? I mean, is that? How does that drive you? Does it continue and maybe not let yourselves get in these positions again?
If we do get in those positions, that's not what we want to do. But when we do, we know what we have to do to get out of it. So, I think that's important for us, that we know how to get out of those positions when we get into them.
Well, how were they able to gash you those 2-on plays? What happened on them?
One of them I missed a tackle on, and it went for 60 yards, whatever it was. And then second one, I think it's just not assignment sound gap-wise. That's what kind of hurt us most of the game, I think. We kind of confused ourselves with some of our fits. We were trying a little bit too much probably, and we just simplified it in the second half, and we were able to make those fits and stop the run game.
Is there a definition of a Valley football game?
Absolutely. That team came ready to play, and we already know, we talked about all the 2 weeks, the bye week and this week, that any team could beat any team in the Valley. They could be 0-6 in the Valley, and they'll come out and give you your best game. It'll be a 4-quarter game.
How big was that halfback play? Just asking on the defense on the sideline. Was it a rise on the bench?
Which play?
The halfback option for the touchdown.
Oh, that, obviously a touchdown on us isn't going to be. We're not going.
You guys when you scored.
When Crockett.
I probably didn't see it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I guess, how did it help you, the offense had struggled in the red zone, but they're able to punch it in 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter? I don't know what the frustrations were, but the first 3 quarters when they're able to finish drives, what was the defense mindset while that was going on?
That's kind of always our mentality. If we're going to give up some yards once in a while, but ultimately, if you keep a team out of the end zone, you're going to win football games. And I think you've seen it. Again, Weber got in there at red zone a couple of times, and they weren't able to score on us. Montana. And you've seen it the last couple of years. Anytime a team is able to move yards on us, we keep them out of the end zone for the most part. And for them to be able to capitalize on a couple of those drives was huge for them, and kind of got us off on our heels a little bit.
Were you guys back on your heels in this game defensively more maybe than you have been in the past? Because it looked like it.
Yeah. They probably, how many yards was it on offense running the ball? And
About 250 yards.
Yeah, that's something we pride our defense on, again, is stopping the run, making one-dimensional, try to throw it on us, and we didn't do that today, which gave them the opportunity to put points on the board.
Coach said, were you guys angry about winning? Was it because he said you had to do the fight song twice? Was it something where you didn't really enjoy this one yet?
Just really disappointed. I think we came out a little bit slow today. We could tell in warm-ups, we didn't come out with the energy that we usually do, and I think that part of that's on the seniors and the captains, and we'll address that this week. And again, starting slow, it put us on our heels on defense, just making big mistakes that cost us points and yards.
Is there such a thing as a disappointing victory? Have you guys reached that point now?
I think when you have the expectations we do to play a perfect game, it's never going to be perfect. But when you come out and what's the word we're looking for? Don't come out with your expectations. We have high expectations. I think we started the year off with something we want to do on defense and offense, and come out slow was just not good. Again, the leadership was a problem with that.
Can you talk about the defensive mentality once you guys went and tied it 10-10 and what it was like there now with the score even and how you guys were able to hold on in Western's last drive?
We wanted to come out in that first half and get a stop right away, which we didn't, and credit Western to that. But once we saw offense rolling, I think that's when our defense really takes control and make sure we get some 3-and-outs to get that offense back. Because when they're moving the football, we want them to get the ball and keep rolling. So.
You're saying that it was a disappointment by senior leadership, but at the same time, Coach said it was you guys in the end who were able to make the difference and step up. What is it within you guys and that you guys see amongst yourselves that makes that ability to flip the switch?
Being able to take it upon ourselves to make a big play. Big-time players make big plays in big games. And I think where we're disappointed is that we weren't coming out ready to play. I think, like I said in the warm-ups, we were a little lackadaisical. But once we did get down, it's always, okay, we're not out of this game yet. Keep coming back. I think we've seen it how many times the last couple of years we were down 10 points, 14 points even, and being able to rally back. And I think that's where he was talking about in terms of leadership, just saying you're never out of a game.
Is there a name for that throwback pass that you?
Oh, that's just Johnny Rocket the Rocket Ball. That's what that is. That's all. It was a great catch by Carson. It was a great scheme. Hell of a block by number 46, Andrew Bonnet. Probably without him, I probably would have got sacked. That would have been my first time my career. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
How'd you grade the throw if the catch was made?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'll have to look back on the film, see how my throwing motion was, see how tight my spiral was, and we'll see. I don't know. It was fun, though. It was good to be able to cap that off.
You're the kind of guy who wants the ball in his hands. Yeah. Getting the ball to throw it, though. What was that like as you prepared for that?
Oh, no, I guess it's cute. I get to show my throwing motion a little bit. But it was, needless to say, it was a big play in the game, man. That changed the momentum, I feel like. And that was something we needed because, they were playing great. They're unbelievable. All the credit goes to them. We had to go to a trick play to get a touchdown. That's unacceptable. So, but it was fun. Yeah.
And do you get nervous as a running back? You don't throw it the whole game and he's open and, kind of bogged. I mean, what's going through your mind as that play unfolded?
Well, I've always told everybody since the season started, I think I'm the third string quarterback. So it was in my genes, so I guess. But no, it was fun. It was exciting. I was warming up on the sideline with Carson before the play. So, but yeah, it was fun.
Was it better than the shot put pass you had in the national championship?
Yeah, I like not to talk about that anymore. That should have been a touchdown. That's my fault. It's the quarterback's fault. I told the receiver that, Kevin Volland, but we would have probably had a touchdown on that one if I would have threw a better ball.
Colten said it was a disappointing win. Do you agree with him?
Yeah. I mean, all the credit still goes to Western. They played unbelievable. They had a schemed up well. The coaching staff is probably one of the best in the country, and what they do is predicated to stopping, the run. And their offense was, their running game was, I guess, a guy ran for 170-something yards, and that kind of doesn't happen with our defense. And, they're a great team. All the credit goes to them. This is the Missouri Valley Conference. We went, 20-something-1 throughout the whole first 4 or 5 games, and that just goes to show how great teams are in this league.
Can you talk about what Western did to stop you and Frazier in the running game, especially sort of in the middle? You kind of started off strong and ended strong.
Oh, well, they kept coming. One thing our offense is predicated on is wearing you down. And the one thing about it, we didn't have long enough drives to be able to sustain that, type of momentum. And, at the end of the day, it still goes to credit to them. They had, I guess, our defensive coordinator from a couple years back is there now. So I guess they're kind of familiar to what we do and know how to stop our offense. And at the end of the day, still a great win.
After your pass, what were you feeling from there on out, especially after the 7-yard drive where it came like you were going to stop and just kept going?
You may not know me. You're from Western, so Taz mode kicked in for all the people who know. It was time. It was nut cutting time, and you have to be in a position. I like to be the guy in a position to make sure that my team has the chance of winning the game. And when the ball's in my hand, that's my job to make sure that we go out there. And my offensive line pushed me like 5 yards, so all credit goes to them too.
RJ, did you feel like you had to step up once you saw Zach go down?
Yeah, definitely. As a unit, we all kind of need to step up. Once we saw kind of our group's leader go down, we knew we had to pick our game up, and I was just a part of that.
A big one early over the middle, goes for 30 some odd yards. That eased the nerves, and coach said that you didn't have your legs, that the bye week came at a good time to get you back energized.
Yeah, definitely. It was good thrown ball and good protection and everything, and it just kind of got hit a little bit, got me in the flow of the game, so I think it was nice.
As a young guy, what was it like to be in an atmosphere like this, but have those senior leaderships everybody's talked about so far, that they stepped up and really led the charge to come back?
It's a great help as a young player. You know, they were older guys harping all week on how tough Valley is, and we saw that today. And you know, their leadership's kind of what pushes us through, and us younger guys just kind of follow their lead.
What is that as an introduction to the Valley, a game like this?
It was tough. But it was good to get the win, and you know, they harped on it all week, and I didn't really necessarily know what to expect, but you know, now I kind of know, and you know, these are tough Valley games, so we're happy to get a win.
How tough has the learning curve been for a true freshman to come in? Things are coming at you 1,000 miles an hour every week.
Yeah, it was tough at first. It's kind of slowing down a bit now. It's, you know, every week kind of gets a little better as I'm playing faster, kind of know what I'm doing more. But at the beginning, it was kind of tough with a lot being thrown at me.